We're going to be talking about all the best bags to buy, the ones to avoid to save your money, and all of the codes, the pricing to help you plan your upcoming buy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vivian. This is Vivian Vogue, my corner of the internet where I share videos on fashion, beauty, travel, luxury, lifestyle. So if you like that, please hit subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Vivian Vogue. Today, we're talking everything about Chanel's 24K collection, which officially launched in the USA this week and launches in Australia in a couple more weeks because we're always a couple weeks behind the rest of the world, which is quite annoying. The upside of that is that if you're from Australia, you're going to want to watch this video and screenshot a lot of the bags I'm about to show you that are really popular and like really hard to get, and you're going to have a better chance of getting them with your sales associate because they haven't launched yet. Starting out with a general photo of some of the popular buys for 24K, here are some photos of items that will be coming to majority of stores. The thing that I would take from this photo is either the style of the bag. So if you see like a particular bag style that you love, screenshot that, send that to your sales associate. Or if you see a color that you love, I would also screenshot that and ask your sales associate what items this color is coming in. These photos aren't like an extensive list of everything coming, but I think it covers like majority of the colors. And because it is fall winter, obviously Chanel has gone for like those darker, moodier tones. You can see there's a lot of khaki, there's a lot of like burgundy, deep red, dark navies, black, brown. My personal favorite is this like really cool toned icy blue that's like kind of a gray, and like this really burnt like maroon burgundy red that also comes in a patent that I'm obsessed with. Here's a closer look at that icy blue color. My favorite color is baby blue, so I'm really loving this color. This obviously is just a look at the SLG tray. However, I do have confirmation that this color is also coming to Australia specifically in on chain, like a little vanity. So if you're interested in sort of like a more micro bag or like a really small bag in this color, definitely ask your sales associate because it is coming. Let's start off with the bag that everybody is talking about this season. It has to be this Shearling Mini. As you can see, it is a brown leather with sort of like a tan or beige like Shearling fur over it. Can confirm this is coming in a mini size and a small size, but the price is insane. In America, the price for the mini is $6,300 USD plus tax. And in Australia, would you believe this mini bag is $10,160? That to me is an insane price for a mini bag, considering it's literally more than I paid for my small classic double flap. However, you can tell it is going to be a very rare collector's piece over the years. It's not often that Chanel will do a Shearling bag or even just like a non-leather bag. So when they use sort of these exotic furs, they don't anymore do like crocs and like lizards, which they used to do. But whenever Chanel do like a leather alternative bag, you can bet your money that it's going to skyrocket in price on the secondhand market. Of course, I have for you guys the reference number for the item as well as the dimensions and the pricing. So if you want it, you can just screenshot that and hopefully chuck it down with your sales associate. Let me know if anybody gets it. I do know it's going to be a really hard one to get. In Australia, we're only getting a couple. Personal opinion on this bag, whilst I think it's adorable, is that it's just not worth the money. You can get, I'm pretty sure, a mini Kelly for like 12,000 or 13,000. Understand you can't just walk into Hermes and buy a mini Kelly, but just price wise, like bag for bag, I don't think it makes sense to spend $10,000 when you can spend an extra $2,000 or $3,000 and literally get an Hermes like mini Kelly. Also, whilst I think it's adorable and like the whole shearling with like the brown and the beige is like such a fall, autumn, winter like vibe, I think this bag is going to wear and tear terribly, especially with like furs and stuff like that. You find that when you're wearing it and you just have like friction between like your body against the bag, that sometimes the fur can like bold and you will literally get a bold patch in your bag where the fur rubs away and it looks terrible. So whilst I think this is adorable, I do think that it's just not worth the investment personally to me. And if I like really wanted to get a Shearling bag, there are cheaper alternatives. Here are some from Celine and Gucci that you can get on the secondhand market for under $3,000. And if you wanted to get them brand new, they're still only like $3,000 to $5,000. So literally half price what Chanel's trying to charge for this one. On to the next most popular bag for this collection. It is by far what people are calling the Super Mini. So here are some photos of what that looks like. And it's essentially Chanel's mini classic flap in the mini rectangular size, which I've done many videos about in the past. I own a couple of them. It is probably my favorite Chanel bag outside of the small classic flap, because it literally just looks like the normal Chanel classic flap shrunk down into size. But this new Super Mini size is even smaller smaller than the standard mini rectangular size. And of course, you know I have the code for you on screen, so you can screenshot that, send it to your sales associate in case you want to hunt down this bag, and the price. In Australia, this bag is $8,090. The retail price for this in America is also around $5,500 USD plus tax, which personally I don't think is too bad. When I purchased my mini classic flaps a couple of years ago, I bought quite a few of them. The price for those were typically like $6,000, like low 6,000. It was like 6,100 or 6,200. And that was quite a few years ago. So seeing this one go up in price, I guess $2,000 over several years, while still a lot, is not as astronomical a jump as say something like the small classic flap or the medium large classic flap, which is like astronomically grown in price and like doubled. Like when I purchased my small classic flap, it was $8,000. Now I'm pretty sure in Australia they literally cost like $17,000. The only difference between this bag and the standard classic mini rectangular, god that's such a mouthful, is the size. So it's literally the exact same bag, just shrunken down. So whilst the standard classic rectangular is I think 19.5 centimeters long, this new super mini, and that's not the official name, that's just what people are starting to call it like on Instagram and like blogs online, the new super mini, is 18 centimeters. So it's about 1.5 centimeters shorter, but I believe that the height and the width are the same size. If I was to buy anything from the collection, this is the bag. Even though I don't think this will be as popular as the Shearling bag we just talked about, I do think it's better value. I also think it's going to retain its value better because it is just like standard leather, especially if you get the black, which is just like quintessential classic Chanel. I think anything that has like a small classic flap look about it, and this is essentially that bag just really shrunken down to a micro size, really retains its value in Chanel. Moving on to the third most popular bag from Chanel's 24K collection, similar to how they've made a new super mini classic flap, they've made a super mini Coco handle. This is what it looks like and all of the colors that it comes in. However, I hate this bag. No disrespect to anybody who wants this bag. I've just had the Coco handle. I think I had two. I had like a peachy, like warm toned pink one, and then I had like a cool tone lilac purple one, and I just really don't like the Chanel Coco handle. It's not for me. I don't like the trapezoid shape where it's like narrow around the top and like fat around the bottom, and personally the biggest annoying thing for me, and this is something that I see a lot of people complain about, is the way that the handle like digs into your body when you're wearing it. So because you wear this bag on your shoulder through the strap, and also like crossbody if you get the smaller one with the longer chain, when you open the bag, the actual handle like digs into like your rib cage when you're opening it. Of course you could just like take the bag off your shoulder and hold it by the top handle and open it like that, and it's not going to be an issue, but for somebody who wears their bags and like flings them on their shoulder and tries to open them on the go, I just found it really annoying, always like protruding into my body. So whilst I'm not a fan of the Chanel Coco handle like style in general, I do think this new super mini size is really cute and will be really popular this collection. The fourth most popular bag from this collection, and one that I personally actually love and would look at purchasing, is this new like evening formal wear clutch. So it comes in a couple of colors. I believe there's black, gold, like a beige, and a pink. I'll put all the photos up, and I just think this is really cute. It's been a while since we've seen like a really nice sort of evening bag from Chanel. The gold is my personal favorite. The price for this in Australia is around $5,000, so in America it would be around $3,500 USD plus tax. Here are some photos of what they look like in actual person, so you can see like off the computer and not just like professional photography. My personal favorite detail about this is like the little CC details on the strap. This is what it looks like up close. I just think that's such a nice like exquisite detail. I feel like it would really pull together like a whole evening look. I'm really loving this bag, and I also think it's going to be quite popular. One negative thing that I would say about this bag is that I worry that the CC logo on the pouch looks really delicate and like it could just fall off. It's not like a turn lock where it's like a really like sturdy mechanism. It honestly kind of looks like a piece of costume jewelry that they've just like super glued onto the bag. I'm not gonna lie, the quality doesn't really look like it's there, but overall as just like an evening formal bag, I do think it's really beautiful. Really good news for anybody who's been wanting a Pearl Crush. They are back this season. For those who don't know, the Pearl Crush is essentially these bags that Chanel makes, which are essentially the standard like mini classic square or the mini classic rectangle in size. However, what's different is the strap has this little Pearl Crush mechanism with a little CC, which is a button that you press and you can move that pearl up and down, and it makes the length of your strap longer or shorter. So I actually have this bag from, I believe, believe 21B a couple years ago, and I have an unboxing and like a full review how the mechanism works and what I think about the bag. I'll link that video in the description bar below, so feel free to watch that if you want a more in-depth video on what the Pearl Crush is and why people love it. But it is one of Chanel's most popular bags. They don't release it every season. I find that they usually release the Pearl Crush twice a year. So for those who have been holding out for a Pearl Crush, 24K is the time to get them. If I was to get a Pearl Crush this season, it would definitely be this like beautiful maroon, like burgundy red. I just love this color, especially for fall winter. And I don't think we've really seen Chanel do this. I think Chanel have done so many iterations of pink over the last like 3-4 years. I feel like every season has some kind of pink, and I'm just kind of over it, even though I know I'm wearing my pink Chanel cardigan right now. If you're interested in this piece, I did get it like 40% off or 50% off at the Chanel VIP sale. I have a video that I'll leave in the description bar below, but that's irrelevant. Essentially, I was saying I feel like they've done pink to death. It's been a while since we've seen a really good like maroon burgundy from them, so this would be, if I was to get a Pearl Crush, personally the color that I would be getting this season. As you can tell through this video, I've been talking a lot about this like maroon burgundy red color that I'm loving. I think this and the icy blue are my personal favorite colors from the collection. Here are some other items that I know for a fact the burgundy red is coming in. So you can see there's like the standard rectangle top handle vanity. I personally kind of hate this bag. I know it's a really popular one because the entry-level price for it is quite good. I'm not sure what it retails now for in Australia, but when I purchased mine, like the first year they came out, it was like $3,000 and it was a caviar leather. $3,000 for a bag that fits your phone in it from Chanel that's caviar leather is like unheard of now. I don't actually think Chanel sell anything that cheap anymore. So that's why this bag like really took off, because everyone was like, oh my god, this is like, I can afford this. It's like one of the cheaper bags from Chanel. Personally, I think it honestly looks like a makeup vanity, which there's nothing wrong with. But I think it just literally looks like something you would have at home to put your makeup in that people take out. So to me, it just looks a little bit odd in outfits sometimes, but to each their own. And I know it's a very popular bag and one that you see on social media a lot. However, my personal favorite bag that I honestly would be looking to buy in this color is the second one, which is this sort of like micro vanity, just like SLG on a chain. The one thing that I don't like about it though is that it doesn't have a top handle. Personally, I find with these vanities, like the long chains are just really annoying because there's no way to like pick up the bag. Like you have to like hold the chain and just like kind of pull the whole bag up, which can be a little bit annoying, but I just think this looks super cute. It also comes in a gold, and I think that's a great option for the evening. I really do kind of want like a gold bag, and I've been looking at like Fendi, Prada did their Clio bag in a gold for a Christmas collection a couple of years ago. So I am in the market for like a designer gold bag for like the December party period, and I haven't found one that I love, so this potentially could scratch my itch, but we'll see. Another really popular bag in this color, which is the mini top handle rectangular, which is just Chanel's classic flap in the mini rectangular size, but with the added top handle in the gorgeous like burgundy red patent that I love. The last one that I wanted to discuss is this beautiful wallet on chain. So I do actually think a wallet on chain is a pretty good entry-level bag for Chanel. I really like this wallet on chain in the burgundy color. The one thing that turns me off it, and you can't really see it in this photo, so I'm going to insert a closer photo of the same bag in a different color where you can see it better, is that it's got this like bedazzling on the CC and over the strap. So I don't know if you can see here in this photo, like on the strap and like the top handle chain, it's got this like interwoven sort of like crystal on the handle. And personally, I know they probably did it to make it look elevated and a bit more luxe, but I just think it looks really tacky. I wish they just left the handle as like gold hardware or leather. I don't think it needs the crystals on it, so that's the one thing I don't love about that bag, although I love that shape, especially in the red. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it really helped you plan your upcoming 24K season buy. Let me know what items you think are most popular, anything that you're looking to purchase. If you have any questions about reference codes for bags, you can send them to your sales associate, pricing, so that I can help you, put them down in the comments below and I'll try and come back to you. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you liked it and see you next time.